Uh-oh, it looks like my monitor might be on the blink. I wonder what's going on. Let's find out. So yes, things are not as they seem. Yes, welcome to the world of glitch art. This is going to take a bit of explaining, so let me get started. Right, so video art. It's probably been around for as long as video has been about, to be honest. And basically what it is, it's a way to use video as an artistic medium and essentially ruining a perfectly good video signal or a very good picture and turning it into something artistic. So this episode is going to be all about what I've got here, this unit here, which is a Glitch FX processor. I'm going to talk about some of the techniques that you can use, and I'll show you some of the things that I've been doing myself over the last couple of weeks. So first off, let me show you the setup that I've got here. I've got an old VCR machine, a VHS, which has got a tape in that I literally just bought it off the market for 50p. And it's got some old footage from, looks like the 1990s on it. So that's providing a video source, and that is running down into this here, which is a purpose-designed video FX glitching system. This takes analog video and basically ruins the signal. That's the best way to put it. The output from that then runs into my monitor, where it tries to do its best to display it. So this unit here was supplied to me by BPMC, which is a US company based in Oregon. A good friend of mine, Drew, sent me this because I've been getting into and been particularly interested in video art. He manufactures this stuff, and I actually supplied him with a Quantel paint box a couple of years ago, and we've been talking about various things along the way, and I've wanted to get into looking at some of this stuff, so he sent this to me for free. So I can only thank you, Drew, for sending this to me. So what this is would have been a standard off-the-shelf video processing something. I'm not quite sure what it was originally, but it's been hand modified by BPMC, and we have all the original controls have been taken off and replaced with these analog adjustments, and these basically allow you to ruin your video signal. So these are handmade units. They're effectively made to order. This isn't the only product that BPMC do, and they've got new product coming out. So I will provide a link to their website in the video description. So go and check out their website if you're interested in any of this stuff. So what on earth would you want to actually use this for? It might be something completely personal. You might just want to play around with glitching video to some music. You might be creating some art installation. You could be making FX for a music video. There's so many different things these sort of things get used for. Personally, I like taking video and then putting it to music, things like that. That's just something I like to do. Probably the best thing to do now is actually just show you some of the things that you can actually do with this unit. I'll get the camera set up so you can actually see the CRT. So what I'll do, I'll just turn all these adjustments down, and we'll have what will be an almost normal picture. So that's those all turned down. So yeah, you can see it's a pretty normal picture. There's two touch controls here, so you literally just touch on these, and the video signal will start to drop out. So these are all analog, so there's an infinite number of combinations to play with here, and they often work in combination with each other. So you can see here it's anything that's sort of highlighted is getting inverted. So there's a whole load of different things you can play around with. So that's an interesting thing there. As I turn this one up, it actually removes one of the black and white lines that have been applied to it. So it's amazing how many different things interact with each other. And of course, this isn't just limited to playing around with this with the adjustment knobs here. This is obviously playing off an old VCR machine, which is tape. It's physical, and I can actually reach up here and stick my hand in here and start playing around, touching the video heads and completely ruining the signal even more. So it's amazing the sort of effects that you can actually come up with once you start playing around with them together. So as you can see, there is a whole suite of different things you can create with this. Now, of course, you have to think about what you're actually going to do with it, how you're going to apply it to whatever you want to do and things like that. Biggest issue is thinking about how to actually record this. Obviously, you're playing around with a screwed up video signal, so just trying to record it is going to be difficult. So there's various techniques you can do to combat that. The simplest one is to literally put a camera in front of the CRT and actually record it directly. But then, of course, you have often issues with distorting the picture because it's coming out of a piece of glass. You might have sync issues, but I mean that could actually add to the actual effect that you want. So there's different ways of doing it. The other way is to run the output of the glitcher into something which is going to fix all the broken sync, which you can potentially get. If you start turning this up too far, you'll start breaking the sync. There you go, like that. So that will be extremely difficult to record. So if you send that signal into something which is compliant enough to accept something like that, then you can actually output it again with a decent sync on it and then record from there. So things like time-based correctors, some of my video scalers actually do a pretty good job of that as well. So that's something I've been looking at. And then going on from there, it's like, what do you do with that captured footage? Do you just have it exactly as you've recorded it, or do you want to incorporate into other things? And that's what I've been doing. I like to incorporate what comes out of here into other things. So so far I've actually only really created a couple of things that I've sort of sat down and gone, right, I'm going to do this. The first one is a mix of Tron and some music by Jack Pattern, Only One Moment. That's one that I've done. That wasn't actually using this premium cable from BPMC. It was literally just me creating some digital effects on my PC, combined with some stuff with a VCR, and bringing it all together into sort of a little bit of an arty thing. That one I can actually show you. I'll pop it up on the screen here. There won't be any music here because I'll get a copyright strike on it. But if you want to see the full video, it's all available on my second channel. So if you want to see it with all the music and everything, then click the card. I should be able to add that as a card up in the top corner if you want to go and see the full thing. And there'll be a link in the description as well. Now the second thing that I created was a mix-up of Forbidden Planet, which is one of my favourite films, an awesome film, combining that with some Radiohead. Now unfortunately I can't put that one on YouTube because Radiohead is just completely blocked on YouTube. Can't do anything with it, so all I can do is show you some of the visuals that I've created. If people are interested, I could put up the video with no audio and you could source your own copy of Radiohead's Paranoid Android if you want to get the full experience, and let me know if you want me to do that. But unfortunately, yeah, it's you can only see the visuals. Now what I did on this one is to create a sequence of clips from Forbidden Planet, recorded those out to VHS, played it back through the premium cable here, created a load of effects which I filmed with my video camera, and then brought that footage back into the project and actually used that as an effects key to add more digital effects on top of each other and stuff like that. So that creates some really quite interesting stuff. So as you can see, there's a few little clips from that here. It's a bit pointless showing you the whole thing because it would be completely silent. So there we are. That is a quick introduction into some video glitching and video art things that I've been playing around with. I hope you found this one interesting. If you did, give it a thumbs up and leave any comments in the comments section. Okay, thanks for watching everybody. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.